So guys, I'm going to be talking about creating independence. I'm going to talk a lot about planning because I believe that to have the right strategy and the right focus and plan for your career is really how you're going to help yourself become quite independent. You need to be able to look after yourself, become independent, and that starts with having an agenda, having a strategy, and that's focusing on having a big plan. When it comes to planning, you got to really put time aside for it. You are getting ready to start your own business. Your business is right now initially very small, and right now the only way you're going to be able to grow that and grow that to the extent that you'll be able to achieve your goals is you want to make sure that you're creating the right habits right now. So with planning, you want to set aside a lot of time, maybe at the weekend or at the start of the week, to make sure that your plan is done in detail. So initially the first thing that I'd always plan is what's my timetable for the week. So what time are my meetings starting at? What meetings do I want to get into myself? What meetings are most relevant to the stage that I'm at, and what meetings can educate me to the extent that I need to this weekend. And it doesn't necessarily have to be just a 1 week plan. It could be a 2, 3, 4 week plan, and that's just based on your own personal development. And I think you need to have two sides to it. It needs to be able to interlink with what you want to achieve over the next 3 or 4 weeks, in the sense of if you want to move on to maybe stage 3 plus, get really good at maybe starting to coach, personal recruit, whatever the case is, you need to have a direction with that plan. It's not necessarily just a plan for the day. So initially what I'd start off with would be obviously the first week. So the first week would be, right, I'm in stage 3 now. My meetings are going to be starting at either 8 AM, 11 AM or 12 PM, whatever the case is, and making sure that you're organised for that. You have a notebook, you have an agenda of what you want to learn that day, and that you're in maybe 10-15 minutes before that meeting starts, whatever time the owner kicks that off at. So benefits of being in that meeting as well. The whole concept to the business is obviously a 6-stage program to get promoted. So whatever is happening in the stage 3 meeting, leaders meeting, whatever you want to call it, is relevant to the stage that you're at. So it's going to be what's going to be educating you on what's most important, and it's going to be educating you on what you need to do on your next step. So it's quite crucial for you to continue to progress, and if your goal is to progress and become very independent with sales, well, these meetings are crucial in the sales side of things and also recruitment side of things. So you want to make sure that you're initially getting yourself organised and prepared for these meetings. Also, I'd be looking at what areas you want to develop yourself outside of that meetings. If it's getting to the field a little bit earlier, if it's hitting a goal and getting home earlier, whatever the case is, planning is essential, and planning is something that really creates as much time as you need in the week, and that can make every day long enough for you to fit everything in, and every week long enough that you can fit everything in a shorter period of time. So I think planning is the biggest part of it. Having a goal-orientated side of things and goals based around your plan is crucial, because it gives you the direction that you need to, and it also gives you the opportunity to be able to show yourself what you're going to achieve over the next 2 or 3 weeks and how you're going to achieve it over the next 2 or 3 weeks, and it just gives you that plan, that direction, and whatever it is that you need to focus on that week. So other than that, I think having your goals interlinked them with your plan, and just make sure that you're really putting yourself in a position that you're putting 2 feet into it, and once you commit to your plan, well, your plan's going to help you achieve the goals that you've set.